Well, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reading Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers Issue 2. Let's get straight into it. So this issue opens up 97 days before Arrival Day, and if you guys don't know what Arrival Day is, that's basically when all the Rangers got their powers, when Rita first arrived to Earth. So we see 97 days before Arrival Day, and this is a couple days after Kimberly moves into Angel Grove, and she goes on a date with the football dude Matthew, and they're in the car. Matthew drives Kimberly to the carnival, and while they're driving, they're all uncomfortable and stuff with each other because this is the first time they're ever really talking. Then they're having a great time at the date and stuff. And as I told you guys, that Kimberly, this is her like a couple days before she moved into Angel Grove, so she really doesn't like it that much because she has no friends or family here, and that nobody likes her. But Matthew tells Kimberly, I think you're a really cool person. And while they're talking, Kimberly was eating a corn dog, and it makes her stomach hurt, so she has to go to the bathroom and throws up everywhere. While Matthew's sitting outside the bathroom waiting for her. And then Kimberly, once she gets out of the bathroom, tells Matthew that this is a terrible date. But Matthew's like, are you kidding me? This is one of the best dates ever. I had a really good time with you. We should go back for a second date. And Kimberly's like, yeah, sure. So then we go back one day after Arrival Day, and this is when the Power Rangers were on the moon trying to save the astronauts, and they're over here fighting the putties all morphed up. And then we see Rita blast them and attack them some more, and Rita's telling the Rangers to surrender, but the Rangers will not surrender because they're not lunatics. And Rita's telling the Rangers that, I don't even know why you guys are Power Rangers. Zordon's just using you to help himself destroy me. You guys are being used. You guys are worthless. You guys are a piece of crap. You shouldn't do this. But then Zordon teleports the Rangers back to the command center and teleports the astronauts to a space center. Then the Rangers walk outside the command center, and they're really talking about what Rita said and everything that was going on, and how Zordon told them that Rita knows their names but doesn't know what they look like, so they're still safe. But then Jason's like, should we trust Zordon? Should we really trust Zordon? Is he using us? And Billy's like, I don't believe anything they're saying, while Billy's talking to Kimberly outside the command center as well. Then we go to them back in Angel Grove, and Trini's at her house, and her mom's kind of mad at Trini because Trini made these new friends, and Trini's not talking to her mom as much anymore. And that's really making Trini's mom mad because she really wants to have time with her daughter, but her daughter's too focused on Power Ranger stuff, which her mom doesn't know about, and her too focused on with her friends and stuff, so she's never really at the house talking to her mom. Then we go to school, and it's the same day, but they're at school, and we see Bulk and Skull walk in, and they're basically making fun of the teacher and talking all this crap to the teacher, and Jason gets up and says, hey man, some of us are actually paying attention, so sit down and stop being bullies. And that's when Bulk and Skull just walk out of the classroom. Then we see that Trini is sitting on a wall, or she's standing by a wall, and she's like, please don't throw up. Because she doesn't want to throw up, because actually, guys, in this comic book, which this never happened in the TV show, Trini likes Jason, so she says, please don't throw up, because she doesn't want to throw up, talking to her crush. Then she goes up to Jason, and she tells Jason, should we ditch school, and should we ditch our 6th period, and should we go and have a little talk together? And Jason agrees to this. Then we see in Bio Lockers that Kimberly is trying to talk to Matthew about how she's sorry that she had to ditch him, but Matthew's like, leave me alone, I'm mad at you right now. And then Kimberly's like, do you hate me? He's like, no, I don't hate you, but I strongly dislike you. And then he says, I gotta get to class and practice. So he walks away. Then we see that Rita is mad because they got away, and how she needs to make a new monster to destroy the world. Then we see Trini and Jason on their little date. They don't consider it a date right now, but it is kind of a date in my eyes. But they're basically talking about how they want to learn more about their powers, so they go out to these woods basically these mountain tops to go practice on their powers. And so then Trini morphs into the saber-toothed tiger, and Jason morphs into the Tyrannosaurus. And basically they're training by fighting each other, and they're morphed, and they are fighting each other, beating up each other. We see Trini hit Jason in the face. We see them kicking back, punching, and doing all this other stuff. And we see them running down a mountain, going into water, fighting, and stuff like that. And then they unmorph. And then Trini tells Jason, "You have no scratches on your perfect abs." But then Jason just puts that over his head like water under the bridge, because he basically doesn't look at what she's really said to Hart. So then Jason says we should go back to trying to learn more about our powers. Then we see Zach in the command center going up to Billy, and he's walking up to Billy because Billy is building the communicator wrists that they use. They're communicators, and this is the first time he's actually making them, because in the first issue they used just a space phone. So he's building them, and Zach's telling him, "Man, you've been building these wrist communicators for so long. You miss school, and you have a test. And if you don't pass this test, you might not be able to graduate in the future." So Miller's like, "Oh no!" So he rushes to school, and the teacher's telling him how you have a good scholarship and you have a good internship on your hand, and if you fail this, you won't be able to get it. So then we go to 64 days before arrival day, and Matthew's talking to Zach, Trini, Billy, and Jason, because this is before they all knew Kimberly. Matthew knew Kimberly, but nobody else did, because Matthew's going to be introducing Zach, Trini, Billy, and Jason to his new girlfriend. And when they walk up to, and when Matthew goes to show them the new girlfriend, it's Kimberly, but Zach and Trini already know who Kimberly is, and they don't really like Kimberly, and they say, "That's the salad girl. She's awful. Seriously, that's your girlfriend?" So, and Billy and Jason are confused, because Billy and Jason don't know who Kimberly is, but somehow Kimberly ran into Zach and Trini. And then she's like, "I made a mistake, I'm sorry," while Jason and Billy are still confused. So then she walks away, and she's really angry, while Trini and Zach are also angry. Then it goes 2 days after arrival day, and we see Trini sitting, this is 2 days after arrival day, and we see Kimberly sitting on the bleachers at a football game, watching a football game go by. And then we see back at Rita's headquarters, which is the moon, because she lives on the moon. So I'm just gonna not say Rita's headquarters, I'm just gonna say the moon now. So we go to the moon, and we see that Rita is building up a new monster with putty clay, and then this new monster falls to earth with a lightning and lands in somebody's backyard, and it's like half human, half putty. It looks really creepy, it looks really scary, and we just see her walk out of the smoke, and we just see this half human, half putty. I never seen this monster in the show ever, and this is probably the scariest monster out of any Power Rangers so far that I've seen. I haven't read all the other issues, so I know there's going to be more scarier monsters, because it's a comic book, and comic books are more violent than TV shows. So there's going to be even worse monsters in this show, guys. But yeah, guys, that's about it for issue 2 of Go Power Rangers, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go like, comment, and subscribe. That's the next video. Like, is all. Goodbye.